Sean Ray says Derek Lunsford doesn't need a new coach, believes Nick Walker's off-season growth could make him Blockier. Ray says Lunsford teaming up with Aceto is an experiment that can go really bad, and questioned Walker's growth ahead of his 2025 Pittsburgh Pro return. Sean Ray has concerns about two of the sport's most popular and accomplished competitors. In a recent YouTube video released on January 7, 2025, Ray explained why Derek Lunsford doesn't need a new coach and was critical of Nick Walker gaining more size over his latest offseason. Since dropping his title to Samson Dauda at the 2024 Mr. Olympia, third-place finisher Derek Lunsford has been on a mission for redemption. Instead of enjoying a lengthy off-season, he immediately jumped into the 2025 Arnold Classic, which is set to award the Open winner a life-changing $500,000 payday. Lunsford has been forced to navigate his prep without his longtime coach Haney Rambod, who retired from helping athletes day-to-day. To attack this year's season, Lunsford enlisted the help of bodybuilding coach Chris Aceto, who has a storied track record of helping elite IFBB pros reach their full potential. As for Nick Walker, he also has a lot to prove this season. He bowed out of the last two Mr. Olympias but in his last contest, defeated Martin Fitzwater at the 2024 New York Pro. With his sights set on one day winning a Sando Trophy, he added meaningful size in the off-season for his next show, the 2025 Pittsburgh Pro in May. Sean Ray says Derek Lunsford teaming up with new coach can go really bad, critical of Nick Walker gaining size. During the YouTube video, Ray explained why Lunsford made a mistake by tapping Chris Aceto as his new coach. He believes there are too many chefs in the kitchen now, stressing that Lunsford already had the experience needed to excel in the sport without additional help. It's more and more confusing to me. There's too many chefs in the kitchen. This is a guy who has won the 212, the USAS, he's won the Olympia. Having a strong support group is one thing, but at this stage in his career, I'm surprised he'd be bringing other people into the mix. I can't relate. I don't think he needs it, a new coach, adds Ray. He needs a sparring partner. He needs someone to challenge him in the gym. Take him into the deep waters and see who survives and who doesn't. According to Sean Ray, gurus like Aceto aren't needed for athletes who have a firm grasp of the demands associated with bodybuilding. We've seen Cedric, he was a promise that was never really kept, and he was working with Aceto. These gurus, they have some success with some guys and some success with others, but when it goes south of the border, these gurus they disappear. They hide in the shadows when their athletes miss their peaks, says Lunsford. Teaming up is an experiment which can either end really good or really bad. Aceto hasn't been in the gym. Aceto hasn't been underneath the bar. Aceto is not training with these athletes. This is an experiment that can go really good or can go really bad. If it goes really bad, we're going to be sitting here 11 months from now looking at each other going, well, he did this to himself because he certainly didn't have to bring this element into his camp. As for Nick Walker's recent off-season growth, Ray also argued it's a mistake. Walker has always been known for his size, and Ray doesn't believe that to be one of his shortcomings on stage. It's a hard no, Walker's strategy to get up to 303 pounds, and I mean a hard no. He's shorter than I am. I think he's 5 feet 6 inches. I'm 5 feet 7 inches either way. One thing no one has ever said about Nick Walker is that he's too small. He advised Walker to stick closer to his contest weight. I don't know that bigger is better for Nick. You're going up against Martin Fitzwater. It's a rematch. It's a guy you beat before. If I were Nick, I would have stayed closer to my contest weight so I can refine the muscle that's already there. When you get that big, you're not training the muscle it should be to get harder. You're getting it bigger, but now you're going to get blockier. Given Walker's recent history at contests, Ray said it's hard to bet on him moving forward. Nick has made it so hard for us to go to Vegas and bet on him because of all the things going on in his world, adds Ray. Sean Ray and Bob Cicherillo aren't the only bodybuilding veterans casting doubt on Walker's future in the sport. Recently, Lee Priest weighed the mutants' chances at the upcoming 2025 Pittsburgh Pro against Martin Fitzwater and Good Vito. He underscored that if the judges are looking for freaky muscle, he'll have a shot at gold, but refused to dismiss Fitzwater's chances thanks to his symmetry and shape. There have certainly been some turbulent changes in the men's open class as of late, which will make for a thrilling bodybuilding season in 2025. Don't miss any of the action of the Arnold Classic and Pittsburgh Pro on the horizon.